Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our brother, and this is the translation of the message that was sent to me. The message reads like this: Hello, how are you? Please post my own story. Do you need anything that you can use and that you can use so that you can make a lot of money through social media? We can have a way to connect, and then I can give you something. So you said you want to hear my secrets. You really want to know what it's like to be a Sangoma and someone who gives people these charms so that they can make money. You see, for you to become a Sangoma like me, it really takes someone who has a brave heart, because I have come face to face with demons. I have chased away evil spirits, whatnot, and I am very brave with the things that I do. Yes, I have gone deep into the mountains where I have collected the souls of those that were buried in those mountains. As you know, that here in Mutoko, most of the people, they used to bury their loved ones deep in the mountains and leave them there. Some of them, they will just bury them whilst they'll be in a sitting positions with their hunting knives, knockberry and whatnot. So those are some of the things that I have gone around collecting from those old graves. And once you collect something from an old grave, this makes you to become very powerful. Most of the people, they do know me. Anonymous laughing, yes, they do know me. I am someone who offers money-making rituals. Well, where can I begin? Yes, there was this other woman. I will call her Miss Ngue. She was someone who was from Malawi. She once came to me a very long time ago. As you all know, that the old suburbs that are in Harare, mostly those houses, they belong to people that are from Malawi, Mozambique and Zambia, because back in those days, we people who are originally Zimbabweans, we used to say that what is the use of buying a house in the city when you have your own house in the rural areas? This woman, she came to me and she said that she was fighting with her husband's young girlfriend and she wanted that girlfriend to die. This happened in the 1990s. And then I gave her a portion. She was supposed to go and sprinkle this portion in the food that she will be cooking for her husband. Each and every time that her husband was eating this food, each and every time that he was eating this food, it was like a landmine, chimbambaira, that kind of a bomb that you plant into the ground, and once stepped on, it then explodes. So there was poison that was building up in his testicles, so that by the time that he would go and sleep with his young wife, the woman was going to die, to suffer from a severe illness. That was what happened. She cooked and she cooked for her husband, and then when the husband went to the young wife, then boom, the bomb exploded. That woman, her belly started to grow so big that people thought that she was pregnant, but people could not understand how she could have fallen pregnant when she had a baby that was almost 1 month old. So her belly kept on growing and growing until it exploded, for there were maggots that were coming out of her stomach. Now let me talk another man, a man who was a type of a man who wanted to be feared by everyone. And this man, he wanted to be a boxer. So he came to me. When he came to me, he said that I was supposed to give him some charms that they call mangoromera. These are the charms which makes you to have the strength, almost like the strength of Samson. I went with him to the graveyards and I made him to lie down on top of a grave. Throughout the night, I made him to sleep on top of that grave. So this, what we were doing, it is called grave soaking. You'll be taking the spirit of that person on which you would have spent the night sleeping on the grave. So after that, then I made him to eat a chicken, a live chicken, just like the initiation ceremony when you want to be Gule Wankulu. And he ate that chicken raw and cooked, even to this day, this man, he is not allowed to eat meat that is cooked using salt. He has to eat meat that is prepared without salt. And this man, like back in those days, around 1995, around 1996, this man, he even became almost like a big boxer, but he did not want to further his career as a boxing champion. So he once told me a story that when he had came here to Mutoko from Harare, when he was traveling back to Harare on the bus, that was when he had an argument with the bus conductor because the man had overcharged him. So then they started arguing. He punched the man. He said that when he punched the man, the bus driver parked the bus by the side of the road, and then they started fighting. It was 2 against 1. He beat them up, and then some men in the bus as well, they said that this man whom I had been given these charms, he thought that maybe he was too much powerful than everyone on the bus, and then they started fighting with him. This man ended up beating all the passengers on the bus, 70 plus passengers. He beat them up, and he instructed the bus driver to drive the bus as he wanted. He said that I told the bus driver to drive the bus slowly as if it was a tortoise. So this bus, it traveled from Montoko to Harare, almost driving at 20 kilometers an hour. And from Montoko to Harare, you know that the distance, it is around, you can travel for about 3 or plus more hours. But this man, he said that he forced the bus to drive from Montoko going to Harare for 10 hours, and those people, they had no say because he had beaten up everyone, including some police officers that were on the bus. That is how powerful he was. But there are some things now that is happening in his family. Why am I saying this? I am telling you this because I want to show you how powerful I am. I am really powerful when it comes to creating these charms using the spirits of the dead. Yes, I have assisted some prostitutes, and I have assisted some women who come to me, who tell me that they are dating married men. All that I need is their underwear, and to bring the underwear of the man that she will be dating. And then the man is going to become, he is so much that when he is with his wife, when he looks at his wife, he sees his wife as the most ugliest woman in the whole world. But when he is with the prostitute that I would have used my charms on, he will see her as an angel of God. Now let us talk about my tokoloshi. These are mine. Indeed, there are people that come to me. These people, when they come to me, sometimes I rent them out. All that you have to do is that you bring me some money, and if you do not have money, you have to bring me some livestock, and then I can give you my tokoloshi for rental, and then you rent it out from me for a period of time, and then after you would have made your money, then you bring it back to me. But be warned, for it survives on blood. Let's say if you want it for 2 months, then you need to know that in those 2 months, it's either you have to impregnate as many women as you can, because all those fetuses that will be growing in the wombs of the women that you would have impregnated, my tokoloshi will be drinking their blood. So I am someone that is really powerful. So you think that I am lying? Heidi, laughing. This tokoloshi of mine, it is a creative one. There was this other guy, let me call him Tawanda. So he came to me because his neighbor kept stealing his goats. He was furious, wanted revenge, and demanded that I hire my tokoloshi to him to haunt the man's dream. But I thought, why stop at dreams? Why not make this a daily nightmare? So I did send the tokoloshi to show up at the most inconvenient time. Every time the neighbor was using the outhouse, imagine that you are sitting there whilst you are doing your poop in the toilet, minding your business, and bam, a little creature just comes out of nowhere, shaking the walls, making weird noises. This man could not even go to the toilet in peace for weeks. Every time he would go to the toilet, he would take a stick with him, just in case if the tokoloshi will come to him. He never stole another goat after that. Haha, Anonymous laughing. I am the most powerful Sangoma. It is just that you have not seen me in person. As for me, I do like to punish those that will be fighting against the people that I work with. There was this other time a woman came to me because her husband was cheating. She wanted that African central locking system so that he can never betray again. Now most Sangomas would have done something simple, made his manhood never to rise up again or to curse him to have bad luck with other women. But as for me, the powerful one, I wanted to make sure that he really got the message. Every time he tried to cheat, he started clucking like a chicken, not just like a little sound. No, you will be clucking and clucking as if he is a chicken, doing like quack whenever you would be at a booking house with his girlfriend. Can you imagine you being the girlfriend, busy romancing with your man? Then quack 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 quack, that man will start to cluck as if he is a chicken. Oh yes, there are people out there who will say that I am very evil. But to those ones, my faithful ones, the ones that I work with, I make sure that I give them charms that can protect them. Yes, I do love potions, curses, protections, tokologies for hire. Even if you want to kill any person, especially at work, those that are working in the government, mostly I do invite them, come to me for my charms. They are very powerful. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our listener right there. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Yo.